Ladies and gentlemen, we have just aired Unpaid Intern Episode 5, the jet lag episode. It is your 3 favorite jet laggers, plus a special guest who has participated in jet lag, Michelle Carre. For those of you that have been watching these behind the scenes, you know that Michelle was supposed to be on Episode 1. She wasn't able to make the filming of Episode 1 because she was gonna do one of the most insane things that I've heard her do. So I can't even leak why Michelle couldn't come on Episode 1. She is now on Episode 5, and we are going to watch it. We're gonna watch it together, and I'll tell you some behind the scenes stuff.
Welcome back to Unpaid Intern, the show where I have 4 unpaid interns, and I hire one to be my forever employee who has to love me, like Stanz.
I love him.
I don't think me and Ludwig have ever looked in the correct camera.
Be my forever employee.
He's like, what are we doing here? We got to get a bigger red light on the camera.
Like Stanz.
I love him. Although this is kind of ominous.
What?
The wheel, is this a threat?
It's not a threat.
It's a promise.
You will be put down next episode.
I feel like you can tell that Adam is angry. You guys weren't there at the job shoot, but I was. And coming into this, my biggest fear was they're going to be mad. Because this episode was a little goofy. It was a little silly. We had to tell them, hey, this is for fun. And the rules, who knows? And so when I said that, and he said it's a promise, and his legs were crossed as if to turn away from me, I'm thinking they're not going to like me anymore.
Well, Mr. Ludwig, I am so honored to be here as a final candidate for this position. I'm hopeful that what I presented...
The audio, bro.
Professionally, emotionally, personally, whatever you need.
Sorry, you didn't notice that? The scratching? I didn't notice it. What's wrong with it? You don't hear that?
But also, professionally, emotionally, personally, whatever you need.
And what was your...
It's like nails on a chalkboard, man. It's the thing rubbing against her hair / her earring.
Look, I got a degree in literary arts, Ludwig. That is not I was not studying hard.
What'd that mean?
My good friend, he was majoring in evil studies, which is a major they came up.
I can never tell. You're going to see it later, but Ben opens up with, I made my own cologne and I smell him. I don't know if anything he said from this to the microwave to the cologne is true, but man, it's insane.
You know something about him? A little secret?
Huh?
Makes his own cologne.
What?
Did you wear it today?
No, I
Dead
had
to me.
a bad allergic reaction to it after the show, and so I'm working on another one.
I'm sorry, the first cologne you made, you had a bad allergic reaction to.
It was a lot of seaweed, and it turns out I'm a little allergic to seaweed.
So try to no seaweed. Well, less seaweed.
A little bit of seaweed.
I think both me and Ben were like, well, you got to have seaweed in the cologne.
You need a little bit of seaweed.
You need a little bit of seaweed.
I'm excited to see how you did. Obviously, you experienced your jobs, so maybe that's why you have this air of confidence.
I think I demonstrated good creative ability, and I think I would make a great addition to your team.
I always forget when I go to watch this that they don't know what each other did. Because I have lived this, I've seen the comments on it, I've seen the edit, and now I'm watching it for like a 4th time here. And I look at them and I go, they have no idea.
And I'm going to grade you points based off how well you did, objectively and sometimes subjectively. I'm sure we're
Now, I told Ludwig going into this episode, hey, boss, we beansed this one. We really, really messed up sometimes the rules and sometimes the jobs. And I'm going to need to find a way, whether it is me as the lightning rod or you telling them, hey, let's just have some fun out here. If we don't get ahead of this, task 3 is going to be miserable for us. And this was his start at attempting to kind of change the narrative. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to announce that Smooth Sack Summer is officially upon us. When you're playing in the summer sun, make sure you're groomed from pubes to bun. And thanks to our friends at Manscaped, you can make this summer the smoothest season yet. The Performance Package 5.0 Ultra is the ultimate package to keep you cool downstairs, nice and groomed. You're gonna love it. Join the 10 million men worldwide who trust Manscaped, and you can use my code to get 20% off and free shipping when you go to manscaped.com and use my code that stands. Summertime, and the trimming is easy. As I was saying, the Manscaped Performance Package 5.0 Ultra has everything you need to keep yourself smooth and cool for that summer body we're all looking for. I've used other razors in the past, and I've been cut downstairs. And I'll tell you, there's nothing scarier than looking down and seeing blood in the shower. I personally haven't had that problem since I've upgraded to the Manscaped 5.0 Ultra Package. and I don't think you would either. Inside this package, you'll find the star of the show, the Lawnmower 5.0, the latest and greatest in Manscaped technology. This 5th generation trimmer features 2 interchangeable next-gen skin-safe blade heads, a standard one for taking a little off the top, and a new foil blade to go smooth wherever your heart desires. We also have dual LED spotlights to provide contrast on multiple skin tones, 3 length setting combs, and did I mention this trimmer is waterproof too? Beach, lake, or shower. I'm mostly using it in the shower to be perfectly honest. This razor will devour even the strongest pubes. I don't think mine are stronger than anyone else's. They're like a normal strength pubes. And once you have the perfect haircut, you can use these other products that come with it, the liquid formulations to keep that freshness even at the hottest summer barbecues. My personal favorite is the Crop Soother. I use it after I shave. It makes sure I'm nice and calm down there. It also smells really nice. No one's gonna be upset at that. They're also gonna throw in a travel bag and some boxers. You're gonna get everything you need to stay cool this summer with Manscaped. So get 20% off and free shipping with code STANZ at manscaped.com. That's 20% off and free shipping with the code STANZ at manscaped.com. It's smooth sack summer, boys. Get on board or get left behind.
Here's the deal. We've heard from them. They got a lot of right brain going on. They went.
Hey, man. Who cares which side of the brain it is, you know?
You looked at me and you said, Stanzy, what about the left brain? What about the woke left? So we had them do a creative job.
So the right brain is actually the side that controls your creativity.
Yeah, exactly, and that's what I knew about them. This was a test.
Dude, you are going to get fired. We will have 2 openings. We have a job. Is it about a little creativity?
It's about creativity, or the left brain, I said.
As they always say.
As they always say.
So the right brain controls you.
The left brain, they
Let's just take a look at the job.
Oopsies.
Come on in.
Good morning.
Good morning.
This was the first task they all did, and I think you can tell by how, I was gonna say nice to me they were. They weren't all nice to me, but they definitely were more willing to play in the conceit of this is an office job.
I made my own custom cologne for this, actually.
Really?
I'm wearing it right now. Do you want to, can you smell me?
I would love to.
The Ben Cologne B-plot, which we have seen the start of right there, I don't even believe makes the edit very much, but in every task, there was another step in the Cologne journey. And I don't know, we'll see when we get there. By the end, he came in with a soaking wet shirt.
All right, great. Using the
Now, did you see that? I want you to watch this one more time.
All right, great.
He's reading this, and you think he's reading the crafts task? There was a goddamn mishap. I'm telling you, this day went off the rails and was saved in the edit. He opened up task number 2, the AirPod one, the AirTag one. And so we're like, oh, that's for next week's episode. Oh, shit, man. Oh, fuck. Yeah. Oh, that's nothing to do with this, buddy. And so we had to swap it out. I felt so stupid because I think he was laughing because why are there all these craft things here? What does this AirTag have to do with anything?
Using the provided materials or anything else you desire.
Sculpt an accurate rendition of the artwork shown to you.
I'm gonna give you 1 minute with it. That's it. I'm gonna start my timer. Starting now.
Oh,
What was the idea behind the 1 minute thing? This job was so fucking convoluted. This started with my suggestion of it's a team task, right? There was one person in this room holding the Lola Bunny art, although it wasn't going to be 2D art. It was going to be an actual statue or 3D print that was made. The other person, they would have a walkie-talkie. The other person is in the main room and is not allowed to see it with all the art supplies. The person in the room was going to have to describe it only using like the features on it. And the person out there would have to mold it out of clay and put stuff on it. And it's funny because you would have like Michelle being like, well, the ass was fat, you know? Or Sam doing the same thing. I will tell you, Ludwig hated that idea. He did not like it one little bit, and it turned into this, which was great. This was great. What are you gonna do? But that's where it started, at least.
It is beautiful, right? You like what you see?
Jesus.
We really hated the idea that the source material was 2D. We wanted 3D source material, but he put his foot down, and honestly, the 2D was great.
You've seen this piece before.
I've never been to the museum where it is displayed.
Right.
That's one of my favorite jokes throughout the day. I don't know why, but Adam like trying to take in everything about Lola Bunny while carrying the conversation and being like, I've never been to the museum where it's displayed. And he's just like, fat ass, antlers. Okay, shorts, very short. Okay.
Want to keep in mind, she has moose ears, she has hooves, her ass is in fact out.
Okay.
God, she is so.
Hey, Adam, I'm not trying to be pedantic here because this is before the mischievous gambit. Those aren't moose ears. Those are antlers, buddy. She has bunny ears. Huh? Fucking check yourself.
Moose ears, she has
Moose ears? What are you, a child?
What if you can't physically remove the artwork?
This is because you're very tall. Like, what if you like hold it really high?
Yeah.
I will probably do my best.
I have my phone.
You have your phone.
And I can use the tools given to me.
I'm gonna save this.
When he took a picture of it, I was like, okay, we won't do like the bullying gambit thing. And then he still did it, but I'm glad he did. I think it came across really fast.
okay.
Your time is up.
No. Okay, and then there
You
was a
now have 15 minutes with which to sculpt.
3D.
Ludwig, I'm gonna take the art. It's not like an HR thing. Well, I guess you're not looking at us. This is fine, because this is cutting into your sculpting time. Okay, well now you're looking at it.
This could be a structural piece.
Interesting.
And I'm gonna take this too because I like these.
A dinosaur and a slinky, huh? HR.
I said that out loud because we had just done Michelle and she went out there and grabbed a dinosaur and a slinky first. And I'm starting to think, shit, is everyone going to use a dinosaur and a slinky?
Like a prehistoric bris.
Oh, no.
Like a prehistoric
Dinosaur,
bris
yeah.
is so funny.
Thinking of using like a prehistoric bris.
Oh, no.
What the fuck did you just say?
I didn't think anyone would hear that. Sometimes I just watch them do their art and I say what comes to mind.
Like a prehistoric bris because you cut off the dinosaur's tail?
Yeah, you cut
You're
off
crazy.
the tip, dude.
Oh,
The O going right back into it is also so funny.
She was turned such that her face was like towards us.
right, mischievous.
Yeah, well, mischievous.
It's mischievous, right?
It would be mischievous. You know, there's no I after the V.
It's like when people say irregardless.
yeah, sure.
You know, look,
Yeah, sure. Also, it's like, no, it's not like that, Ludwig.
I don't mean to be a dick about that. I really didn't mean to say that. It just kind of came out because I'm really stressed.
Like this is sort of coquettish.
He was really stressed.
if you will.
I did get
Mischievous,
booed.
some might say.
No.
No? They'd say mischievous.
And then she had hoops.
Trying to throw it back in the next one so that it can make the edit. All I'm doing, I'll be honest with you guys, trying to make the edit. I'm just trying to say something funny so Prezzo goes, you know what? This got to stay in. This got to stay in.
I just want to say I'm doing better than I thought I was going to be doing.
It's kind of got those.
This is the one time Adam was complimentary of himself. I feel like he absolutely owned this challenge from beginning to end.
Okay,
my
fine.
only job.
Sculpt a head.
a head.
And a good one. Look at her.
I can't look. I follow the rules.
She has like big cheeks because she's a rabbit, I believe. Sort of big cheeks in both aspects.
Can I borrow?
The boing.
I mean, honestly, I feel great about that.
Okay, so you got tennis racket, 3 legs, what seems to be a dog sock puppet filled with Red Bull, and with a motif of polyamory or at least a sports-fueled 3-way.
That's good. Okay, let me try
Nailed it.
that. Here, I'll move it around. You can stay still. And then, oh yeah, this is good. This is good. Oh, that.
I didn't realize when I made the head until right after we wrapped the challenge that shit looked racist as hell.
Backups.
Mission accomplished.
We're almost.
That was like 13 minutes late.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Hey, you got it though. 3 of you are doing amazing, man.
Crazy, because when they paused right there in the live show, production was in my ear saying like, hey, we got 1 more minute left on this. We're going to go to points and then we're going to go to the commercial. And so he looked at me and said something. I have no idea what he said to me. And my answer was, yeah, totally, or something.
That was like 13 minutes late.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Hey, you got
I had no idea what he said. In real life, that went on for another moment. And I was like, buddy, get me out of here.
What?
I'm literally trying to talk to production.
Oh my God, how much time is left?
You have 1 minute left.
So you have to credit.
You guys
the
want to
art-
know one of the other real secrets behind the scenes? You want to know something that, hey, they don't tell people at home? The timer? Mostly made up. Hey, I'll start a timer. If we're getting close and I think they're cooking, they get a little extra time. If I think they're boring, they get a little less time.
Matters.
Less time. Sometimes they finish and they're like, and I'll be like, what if you try something different? They're like, I don't know. And I'm like, all right, your time's up.
That is, dare I say, sexy.
I think that in the time that I was given
Yeah.
and the prompt that I had, this could be worse.
Is that giving Lola Bunny? Oh, now it kind of is.
Oh, yeah.
It's almost like it's dancing.
Extra points for that, right?
I mean, honestly, if it was me judging,
Thank you.
I feel that I should not do this professionally.
would you like to take one look at the picture now that you've created your piece?
Yes. Jesus Christ.
Colors on the outfit a little tough.
Oh no, I got the outfit totally wrong.
When I made this, I felt good about it. And now that I'm looking at the comparison, I'm feeling a lot worse about it.
Thank you so much for your time. I'll make sure this gets to the boss man. I'll see you after lunch.
dust cloud by the feet.
Was the box blurred just because the Amazon logo? I have no idea. I'll be honest. I have no idea. Couldn't tell you. It probably has the address on it, right? I assume. I don't fucking know.
Can we talk about the elephant in the room?
The asshole?
Wait, what?
You thought?
Her leaking the asshole is crazy.
Do you think this is sexy enough?
You know, I think that's in the eyes of the beholder.
I'll tell you no. All right, what is our...
Go ahead. I would say, if you will remember, there was a basketball
Yeah.
using some perspective that did exist.
And I do think that that's a crucial component.
Can I come clean to you?
Yeah.
It's not. Yes.
Yeah.
I will say the worst part of this has to be the face, bar none, and the head.
But do you?
I thought I did a good job when I made it. I was actually having fun, straight up.
You got all the colors right. You nailed it, and I just want to start off by saying congratulations.
She looks so goddamn sexy, bro. I'm sorry. Look at that hourglass figure.
I think that Sam's looks like one of those racist dolls from the antebellum.
I was thinking that the whole time.
The second we finished the task, I was like, hey, can we even use that? Can we even use that? It looks bad.
Didn't notice until after.
It looks sort of extraordinarily racist.
Yeah, it's not good.
And to be honest, that's mostly on Stanz, who should be fired.
Yeah,
Stanz
yeah,
didn't
I
make
know.
the
That's on
face.
me.
Yes.
That's on me. I don't know. I was just trying to make Lola Bunny.
I gotta fix it now. I can't fix it. It's on there. All right. Well, you know what? That actually has helped form some decisions.
Good.
I'm gonna go through. You guys can always argue, of course, but I'm pretty resolute when I make a decision.
Okay.
Okay.
When he said that, I was like, this is crazy. You can argue, but I won't change my mind. All right, man. What are we saying here?
It's 4 points to Adam. I'm gonna give 3 points to Michelle.
Okay.
I think you hit all the marks.
Thank
I don't think it was the greatest in terms of, maybe
A lot of size.
Bottom
lot
size?
of size
Bottom
going on
size?
from the bench.
But I like that you added an asshole.
Thank you.
I will give 2 points to Sam. And finally, Ben, I have to give you 1 point because it's not even connected. It's a disassembled head and disassembled legs. Although I like that you gave it 3 in the challenger's homage, it just didn't do it for me. What's our next job here?
They do a travel game. It's travel. You said if we're not having them do a travel thing, this would be a waste of an episode. So I made them do a travel thing.
Yes, I
love this task. I'll tell you right now, we're just going to watch it raw. This is a Stanzy original. We need a travel task for the travel show. And I pulled this one out of my ass, and I fucking loved it. I loved it. Describing the triangulation of the air tags to Ludwig was the hardest thing I've ever had to do. Because he was like, but what if 2 people are in the same place? And I'm like, well, then their number's lower. And like, well, what if 2 people are far, but they're close? I'm like, but their number's lower, man.
Oh, God.
An air tag. This is your air tag? Woo! Okay, this is your air tag. The other
Michelle told me, I don't think it makes the edit. She's like, I was about to run out the door and Uber to LAX and fly away from the show.
From the others as possible. Your final score will be determined by the sum of all of the distances between your AirTag and the others.
The largest sum wins. You must provide photo evidence of the AirTag's final location.
You have until I see you next to relocate your AirTag.
You have 1 month to get this AirTag as far away from the other AirTags as
Oh
possible.
my God, this is so unfair. They're going to Italy like next week.
I mean, we're going to Italy, but I'm going there with Ben and Sam.
Yes.
It's
Brilliant. It's the perfect crime.
So it makes sense, right?
I'm excited for this.
You like this one?
Well, I think there's an element of 1, like actual effort in having to get it in a far distance, but then 2, strategy, because although you 3 travel, you travel together.
Yeah.
And so if you were all to put it in a very far location at the same place, Michelle just wins by default. So I'm curious.
In Michelle's eyes, I didn't get to see that obviously in the moment, but knowing where Michelle put hers, that's so funny. Her jaw tightens a little bit. Oh shit.
Can we pull up Ben's picture here? Because I was a little worried. Now, I need to tell you this. Ben's AirTag turned off the day after he left, and I had no idea what was going on. He sent me this last night. He had smashed it with a hammer and just ended.
No.
I did microwave it.
And then you just got annoyed by it after 1 day?
It really does beep.
It beeped a lot. It was.
I didn't realize it would beep constantly because it was away. So what I did was I hooked all of the AirTags to my phone so that I could track them and learn their home locations, which I didn't realize I would do. But apparently it beeps for them. Ooh.
it's not your AirTag, so it's notifying you.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
That
so
beeps
funny.
all
So
the time.
constant.
So you put it
In the microwave.
Did you look up how best to destroy one, or did you just think, fuck it, microwave will work?
I went on the Apple forums and I was like, it keeps beeping, and they were like, microwave it.
Adam is our next one. Can we pull up the photo because it did make it to a final destination? Melbourne.
I noticed I kept getting a notification that there was an AirTag traveling with me that wasn't mine. And based on that, I assumed that either Ben or Sam had brought their AirTag to Italy, and I hoped at least that meant that they were.
Brilliant. 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 Brilliant.
The biggest thing, though, was Southern Hemisphere to me. I thought it was most likely that they would all end up in
So
the
much
Northern
thought, of course.
Hemisphere.
They're Northern Andes.
You clocked one of them. They're a northern hemisphere.
Yeah.
Andy, but we don't know about the other two. I like
Andy?
the play.
Okay, I didn't know if this made the edit. They had no idea what an Andy was. Oops.
Is that what you're calling Ben?
It's like what you would refer to someone if they're a northern hemisphere Andy.
Oh, sure. Yeah. Okay.
You're a southern hemisphere Chad.
Okay. Good.
Oh, Michelle is next. Can we pull up
Ooh.
Michelle's picture? Oh,
Wait.
very,
Huh?
very.
Wait, we took that picture
interesting.
today. It's in me?
When you got Mike.
It's in me is maybe the best part of the episode. I'm on my phone. Yeah, I'm causing the beeping, bro. Yeah, I'm hitting the button.
Baller?
She paid off production to when they were
Are you
running
fucking-
the microphone.
It's in my collar.
To put it on your body. I'll let Michelle
It's
talk
been
about
on.
it.
It's been on you the whole day.
You bugged me?
I did bug you, yes.
Dude, you could murder.
That ruled. That's really good.
And get it very, very far away. And so I thought, well, maybe the AirTag that is actually the furthest away is the one that is right here.
And you put it on me.
That's
Yeah.
very scary, Michelle. That's very good.
This is my company. How did you get them?
You infiltrated.
You infiltrated my company.
I was networking.
That is fire. That is fire. So the AirTag is here
So
in
we
Los
have,
Angeles.
Yeah, we have New York, Los Angeles, and Melbourne.
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 We have one more.
There's one more.
And how will they have topped this?
Sam?
Oh no, his face. He's thinking, how do I get out of this? Because Sam did also text me the night before and was like, hey, by the way of the rules, then the way I understand it, I'm just going to bring it to the shoot and I think I'll win. Can I go last? And knowing what Michelle was going to do, I was like, all right, man. Hey, do your thing.
Well, you know what they say. Work smarter, not harder. And so under that logic, I thought that, these fine candidates would each bring their thing really. Okay, it's here. It's
You are.
We had a double Los
You did
Angeles
the same
gambit.
Here's okay. I just need to pull up a compass really quick. I need to go west. Okay.
You're trying to play for third.
Yes.
But you
I need to go.
I love the play for third gambit. The game theory says definitely don't do this because I think it's like the only way that you guaranteed get boomed is that two people do this.
I'm not going to give you an extra point for being 10 feet west.
That was the rules.
I will instead give you both 2 points.
What argument could you possibly make, Michelle?
Do you want an extra point for bugging me?
Well, I thought
Hoodwinking me?
it was creative, and
It
I was
was.
networking.
It was.
And shows my attention to detail.
Honestly, so you both should get 1 point. I'm giving you the extra point for being 10 feet west, and you the extra point for bugging me without me knowing, because I find that impressive.
Ben did get 3 points for microwaving it because of where he microwaved it. He microwaved it in New York. Hello?
Adam's
Sam is
stealing
not
it.
happy.
I'm upset. The majority of these AirTags were at their homes until a couple days ago, besides Ben's, which I had no idea where it was because it was off the fucking
I was sweating. I would check the Find My app in my phone every day, and I'm like, dude, they're not going to do anything. This is going to be the worst episode. We fucked up task number 3, hide and seek. They're not going to hide the AirTags. No one's going to think we're funny. The show's going to get canceled. And then, honestly, they came through.
We have another job?
No, we have an ad read.
Oh.
We have an ad read. We gotta keep the lights on around
Hey,
here.
we gotta keep the lights on around here.
and I prepared something special for you.
I don't want to watch this.
I've been working on this one all week.
Okay.
Okay. You ready? Ready?
What are you doing?
Hey there,
Oh, this is...
You're great people.
I'm supposed to do the read with this guy?
I've been watching these episodes. You're really mean to Stanz.
Okay.
And I don't think it's very nice what you do.
I'm uncomfortable.
I'm uncomfortable too with how you treat someone you call a friend. No! I was at the Capitol on January 6th.
Okay, well,
I'm not sure how I feel about certain
people
marginalized groups.
There's gonna be fights. There's gonna be claws that come out in this next challenge.
There are.
Find a hiding spot in this office.
In 10 minutes, the boss will come looking for you. Do not get found. Your time starts now.
Hide and seek?
It's classic hide and seek. Are you the boss? I wish I was the boss.
That's what I thought. You didn't give it the energy, but
Okay, well, I think I...
Hello?
I mean, another thing that I'm thinking is like sort of create chaos such
My gambit, we ran a practice round of this, was to pull all the filing cabinets out a little bit to create the illusion that everything was in the right place, and I'm just behind the wall under a blanket. It was a pretty good gambit.
If I go into the bathroom and I simply lock it.
I think I'm gonna say no door locking. But if you have to go, you have to go.
Wonder if I could get in a vent. Wait, there's a ladder literally right here.
Vents is crazy to think of. I would never in a million years come with that. I will tell you, all 4 of them asked if they could go in the ceiling.
Yeah, classic locked door situation. My guess is the boss would have the key.
Is there gonna be some twist where the boss is like a dog or some shit? You help me out?
Dude, that was actually a twist that we considered. When we were figuring out, we had to replace a task because there's a job that hopefully we do in episode 6 that is a little convoluted and a little hard to set up. So when we were doing it, we were trying to figure out what we could replace basically on like 3 days notice, and it was hide and seek. And it was like, what if we make them put meat in their pocket and then it's a dog? And I think it would have been cool. I think it would have been cool. The dog probably would have owned him though.
I think I can fit in there.
I think it's not strong. I think it's made out of aluminum.
I don't think this has been cleaned.
we need to physically barricade the door. Oh boy, that's heavy. It's good that it's heavy.
All right, easy.
Oh, it's cozy.
Easy.
All right, you feel good in there?
Yeah.
Oh my god, this is actually so scary. Whoa, it's really windy.
Careful, be very careful. You're gonna break the ceiling and you're gonna fall on me.
I really
I'm looking for anyone. I'm looking for a single human in production to step up and tell me to cancel this, to abort, because we're gonna break the ceiling, we're gonna break the vent, we're gonna break Michelle, we're gonna break my face. I'm like, I can't be the no guy. I have to be the yes guy, right? And there's no no's. There's no no's.
I was told I wasn't allowed to go into the ceiling.
I was also, I believe.
We'll get to that in a moment. This is where we were talking earlier about how this is going to be contentious. We don't need to hold the damn bosses.
Ben, put the grate up.
Dude, this is absurd. I'm gonna close this.
Okay.
Are you gonna be warned?
It's unbelievable. Unbelievable.
I'll get you when it's over. Or he finds you.
That crack was not there before.
All right.
Giving them the GoPros was brilliant. Shout out to
boss is coming. You better look out.
He's so cute.
This is a classic on Unpaid Intern. We like to really prove that someone's qualified by seeing if they're better than a child. That's a good...
People in the YouTube comments don't really like that there's always kids.
Refrigerator death by suffocation.
I mean, you should know if you're in a refrigerator. You don't want to go in with no information.
You'd be shocked by how quickly people die in refrigerators, which is something I learned in that refrigerator.
Mm-hmm.
I would die. I would die in that fridge. I wouldn't even think about it. It's like, hey, air's infinite. We got enough of it around here. It's never been a problem for me before. Why can't I be in this refrigerator?
Well, the hat looks kind of Cappy from Mario Odyssey.
It does look like Cappy from Mario Odyssey.
I'm just trying to open this to let oxygen in. I have about 10 minutes in here.
10 minutes!
10 minutes.
Yeah, that's what it said. That's what the internet said.
You would die. You'll die if that kid doesn't find you.
Well, yeah.
Hiding in that trash can.
In the trash can?
I have to put my head in there.
At a certain point, Caleb would get so distracted that I just had to follow him around and wear a silly hat.
No way. In the fridge? Got it.
Okay, now my turn to hide. Close your eyes.
I'm gonna close the fridge. Okay, you ready?
You'll Stanz! What? I didn't know about the 10-minute thing. I didn't know. I just locked him in the fridge.
Cannot put a child in a fridge when they can only live 10 minutes
He's
in
in there for no one knew that you could only live 10 minutes in there. To be clear, not a single person knew that. That's forbidden knowledge.
The person hiding locked all the doors. The llama. Caleb, I think we tell the hider to come
Dude, the llama gambit from Caleb was actually brilliant. I'll give him that.
Okay.
Okay, come on out. If you're in there, it's time to come out. There he is.
Yep.
He got us.
You can come out now. You won.
That was the hider.
And who's in here?
No one's in there.
No one's in
Tell
there,
the hider,
Caleb.
good job.
You found him.
just to clarify what happened there, you locked all of the doors.
Yeah, so what I did, I don't know how clear this is, is that I realized that the way that the locks were built is that you could just hit the lock on the door and slam it behind you and it would lock.
It's an old office.
Yeah, so when you ask Stanz about, oh, well, could I lock the doors? His line
Blame
is like,
shifting.
well, the boss might
The boss would have the
keys.
key.
Right, but so I figured, well, if the boss has keys, I'll lock every door, so at a minimum, they'll waste time
Finding the right key.
trying to find the right key
Smart
to
strategy.
get in each of the doors until they eventually get into
Like
mine.
a janitor with 99 keys.
Yeah.
And then it turned out that that the boss didn't have the keys. But I also, again, will say...
It turned out, to be fair, no one had the keys. The owner of the building didn't have keys. They had to drive home, production at a halt for an hour.
It is true. Production did stop for an hour after that.
So we didn't have the keys.
We did not have any
so
keys.
the jump cut there was because we quickly realized we didn't have the keys.
Well, not only that, because once he came out of that room, the problem was the other rooms with no one in them that could unlock. So we were in an office with doors all closed and locked, could not do anything.
And I had asked if I could...
Brutal, absolutely brutal. I'm sitting there, head in my hands. Every single door is locked. It's like 5:30 p.m. We told them we'd get them out by 5. We haven't even filmed the final secret challenge. Nightmare for me on day of. We tried to pick an interior locked door. We used like everything we had. We even had the guy who owns the place come in and try it himself. We got one open that way. And the rest were just too old, too fucking sticky. Crazy to me that no one told me we had no keys. Because I told them, like, can you lock the door? And in that moment, I'm like, well, yeah, like, we'll just unlock it, bro. My fear was that, like, hey, it's a child. We're going to unlock the door for him. And now we just didn't have any. Isn't it super dangerous? Well, I mean, the doors are basically made of cardboard. If we had to break it, we could break it.
20 minutes. Wait, I'm gonna hide in the barrel.
Well, you can't hide yet. We're still looking for people.
Yeah.
Anything in there?
Nope, that's the junk food.
I've always wanted to be inside one of these things. See what happens on the inside of the house, you know?
It's locked.
Yeah, it is locked, isn't it?
When Michelle went up into the vent for the first time before we put the grate on, she was up there for about a minute. And I was like, okay, maybe this is something that's fine. The ceiling's not breaking. And so I go, all right, Michelle, we're going to put the grate on. You good up there? Nothing happens. And then I start tapping her foot like, hey, Michelle, you good up there? She doesn't react in any way. And I'm thinking, I fucking killed Michelle Carre. She went up there and there's Freon in the vents or some shit. She's passed out and she's died. So I have to grab her 2 ankles and yank her out of there onto a ladder. And she goes, wait, what was wrong? And I go, what the fuck are you talking about? We tried calling her cell phone. We tried screaming at her. It's too loud in there. So we ended up pulling her out, recording that little bit, and then just putting it back in because it's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy.
The golf ball says it's over here.
For a second, I thought the golf ball was going to say the vent, and I was like, holy shit.
I don't think we can find anyone.
Me too.
I know. Good try. Can I get a handshake? Thanks for coming into work today.
Wow.
Sick job.
All right, you went unfound.
Well, 2 people went unfound.
2 people
Yes.
went unfound.
And one of them used a locked door.
Tall.
I think
Too
we
tall for
should
the fridge.
fire Stanz.
I actually think that makes the most sense as we fire Stanz. I don't think it does.
No, I do a good job.
1, you cannot go in the ceiling.
That was made after. She was the first.
And so you wanted to go in the ceiling?
wanted to go in the ceiling.
Everyone wanted to go in the ceiling.
So she went first.
She went first. She was allowed to go in the ceiling, broke a bunch of stuff, and it was scary. Thought she was going to die. And we said, we can't have 4 ceilings.
So I'd like to say that actually I managed to not get found even with the added restriction of
stipulation
no
of no
ceiling.
ceiling.
That is good
and
to bring
then we
up.
had
I'll
to
give him
create
that.
the no lock doors.
He caused building destruction.
And you wanted to lock doors?
Look, I think it's fine. I just would like Stanz to be fired.
Do we all agree that Stanz should be fired?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, all right, fire Stanz. No, this is good. This is good. This. Hey.
I'm free!
I am going to give 4 points to Michelle.
Okay.
I think that is fair. Having stuck up there for that long was impressive.
Thank you.
Showed commitment, and the kid just truly didn't find it. I'm going to give 3 points. Now, let me think about this.
Think about it.
I'm going to 3 points to Adam.
This is bullshit. This is bullshit.
Because I liked your diversions, but you don't get the full 4 points because you used locked doors.
Even though I was told that I was allowed to use locked doors?
Of course. It's just cheap.
Just for what it's
Yeah, Ludwig's just like, I just didn't like it.
Okay? Finally, Sam. And I know what you're going to say. 2 points.
That sounds
This is
correct to
some
me.
bullshit.
He's walking. It's just like job one.
He's walking
It's
off.
He's walking
He's
off.
walking
He's walking.
off.
Didn't seek,
Was he
but it
legit
might
mad? Does he describe it right now? Let's see.
be from a secret job.
Secret job, job number 4.
Oh, no, they didn't describe it. So when he says I was sabotaged, this is, hey, justice for Sam. He was unironically sabotaged because he did lock the door. And then once they hide, we unlock the door, we give them a GoPro, we give them a light, and we tell them, hold it. And then when someone was leaving the room, could have been production, could have been me, who knows, they didn't lock the door behind them. I thought the door to his room was locked, and it was not locked. And it made a much better edit. I will tell you, the edit was better because the door was open. Caleb could slide in there and go find him. But someone forgot to lock the door, and he was unintentionally, by someone, sabotaged.
Oh, wait,
Wow.
actually, I want a bonus point. My shirt was entirely soaked through that whole time, and so I was really cold.
You know what? There's a chance you might win an extra.
Yeah, we didn't do any of the cologne through line, which was the cologne wearing off. He puts a lot of cologne on, and then he has to soak his shirt to get the cologne off, which was should have made the edit. The notes didn't get passed on.
The two of you must memorize and sing the Okaihau Express uninterrupted. If you make any mistakes, you must start from the beginning. I believe in you guys. This is your moment of redemption.
This is just Ludwig shamelessly stealing our content.
How long did it take you the first time you did it?
45 minutes.
Ooh, that's not great, but I think you can beat that.
Now
I
this,
love the edit here.
This brings me back. This brings me back. Now, if you're not an avid jet lag fan, which you should be,
Yeah, you're wrong if you're not.
this is the Okaihau Express.
That's correct.
You don't
This
have to
task honestly improved the episode by a decent amount. I do think it helped. I think the episode was good. This one really took the edge off.
here's the thing, is getting every single word right is very difficult because it's a really strange song that just
Yeah,
is
Ludwig wanted them to alternate words, which is tremendously hard. Yes.
And today is a web redemption.
Or wait, are you just ripping this off from Tosh?
I don't know what that name is.
I think I can pull up the DM that's like, hey, let's do the Tosh thing.
All credit where credit is due. This was a phenomenal secret task, and this is also something that came straight from Ludwig's brain. Because we were trying to give them all a web redemption, and it's maybe Michelle would have to play Fortnite, and Sam would have to do something, who knows? But at a certain point, it was just web redemption, Okaihau Express, I want to see it on my show. And we said, all right, man. All right, man.
She starts out from Moteria, the smallest.
That's absolutely a restart.
She was going round the bend, doing 10 miles an hour. The whistle. Oh, this is the Okaihau Express. The fireman takes a bucket. The driver. No, he had it. There was not a the. You stop. It is the. He said the. He had a stroke. He went. The fireman. You.
I will say, in listening to it, it sounds like but if you were looking at Ben's mouth, it was like, he was struggling. He was struggling. Look at that. My face here is my face right now.
Just fucked us up.
There's no universal law.
Hold up. I think you're right. I'll go for a replay.
In slow motion, it does look like though.
You wrote out.
There's
you
no
fireman.
universal
I don't know
law
that's what he
accepted.
said.
I don't know anything.
Shut the.
There was some animosity by this point.
I will say Adam and Ben took this very differently. Adam was kind of like the conductor, really wanted to pull the best out of his student. The craziest freeze frame I've ever seen.
Yeah, he is
You look
so
like a
mad.
madman.
The whistle began to shriek. Well, she caught that. Then she fucking
Caught that bull in the middle of the brisket.
An engine. Ben, it's an engine and a
That
bird.
wasn't
He
the
got
one.
distracted with my tube.
I want you to stand in the corner. You can't turn it at the terminus. You just reverse her back. This is the Okaihau Express. There we go.
16 minutes,
That's not
43
so bad.
seconds.
You guys might have watched that and thought to yourself, well, I didn't do
Yes.
the
Yeah,
Okaihau
yeah.
Express song.
Yeah.
And the answer is 0. That was actually for my pleasure as a avid fan of jet lag. I just wanted to see you guys do that. You win nothing for that.
Okay, great. Yeah.
It was awesome though.
But really good. Really good. Really good.
Ben and I had like a lot of discussion about like what do you think they had Sam and Michelle do as their version of this challenge?
Yeah.
Thought of all kinds of stuff. Yeah.
You did ask me and I had to lie. I was like, oh, they did theirs earlier. That's why they had to get out early.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
I didn't like the way that Adam was treating Stanz, but now I think it's good that
Looking back, after having gone through all this, the bullying of Stanz was something that made sense.
I'm willing to give you guys one chance here. If you can do the
This is when it got off the booth.
Okaihau Express song live. You get one attempt all the way through. I'll give you each a bonus point.
There's
Well,
no
that's
way
it's
that
not
we
gonna
can do
happen.
Question, any rules about
I will say I told Ludwig to do this before the show because I think it's funny and I think it's good. And he said, no, that's lame and cringe. So when he said that live, I gave him the side eye. I went, hey, little bro, hello? This is my idea that you told me was cringe and lame, you piece of shit. And I think it was great. I think it was great.
Do they know the Okaihau Express
There's
song?
no way.
That'll clamp you.
I'm confident it's not going to happen, but we'll give it a go.
Back
I
to
think if Adam had a better attitude, because they almost get it. Ben in the power stance.
She starts out from Oteria.
I think they shouldn't have been allowed to distract, but that's just me. Maybe it added to it.
And
could've run faster when you were doing cross-country in high school.
going round the bend, doing 10 miles an hour. The whistle began to shriek. But
giving a
no
what
one
will.
knows the
I think
difference
they
when
studied.
they're dripping from the rack.
Oh,
Riding
rip
the
side.
Okaihau Express. She stops at Lake Omapere to take some water in. This is the Okaihau
I'm so in
Express.
shock. I can't even.
The fireman takes a bucket. The driver takes a swim. This is the Okaihau Express.
The song is from Jet Lag. You gotta watch their show.
Okaihau to Oteria. It's just a single track. This is the Okaihau
When
Express.
Clutch needed to be had, they had it in their
Turn
pocket.
here at the terminus. You just reverse her back. This is the Okaihau Express. And I think
that was basically it. Yeah, that's basically it.
It was better than almost any attempt you did day of. I'll give you that.
You guys remember at the start, I said the top
That was
two
actually amazing.
contestants
Congratulations.
would go to the finals.
Genuinely.
Top two contestants are going to go to our final live job, and those top two contestants are Adam and Michelle. Congratulations to you two. Sam and Ben, we're sorry to see you go. You look quite deflated. Can I talk to you?
Look at the two of them. Two different ways of dealing with the stress of losing. I will say that.
This is like not even a real game. There's no rules.
But this game show is something you guys might be familiar with. What's it called again?
Well, I mean, the stolen version or our version?
We're the stolen version. We're stealing everything we're doing, huh?
Carrot in a box.
That's the one.
Ladies and gentlemen, Carrot in a Box. You know it. You love it. Rest in peace, Sean Locke. He was a real one. Carrot in a Box. A game where you are given a box. It either has a carrot in it or it doesn't. You try and convince your opponent through acting, wordplay, psychology, reverse psychology, bluffing, double bluffing, triple bluffing, quadruple bluffing, to take the empty box or to let you keep the box with a carrot in it. Ladies and gentlemen, if you want to see Carrot in a Box, you have to go watch this. I can scam at least fucking 620 more views of this, right? Here, you know what? I'll give you the timestamp right now. Copy URL at this time. Go watch it. I'm getting out of here. I'm not going to watch it with you suckers. Go watch it and go watch Unpaid Intern. It's on youtube.com/Ludwig Ogren. What the hell is this YouTube called? I don't know. It's a good TikTok. You've probably seen Carrot in a Box. I had some issues with the way Carrot in a Box was run. My rules were changed at the last minute by Ludwig. What are you going to do?